Hello, I'm Paul. Welcome to the next in the series of the 4Ps, and I'm with Dianne Hughes. And today we're going to have a think around what prosperity looks like within a village setting. Because often we think about prosperity in terms of businesses and towns and cities, but of course much of our nation is made up of smaller places, villages, hamlets, and small communities like that. So Dianne lives in a small village on the outskirts of Huddersfield. So she's going to share some thoughts around prosperity and peace within a village setting. So over to you, Dianne. Introduce yourself first.
I'm Dianne Hughes, and I've known Paul a lot of years now, and it's good to share with him at this time, difficult time for all of us. Prosperity. I think because where I live, there are a lot of retired people. And of course, retired people don't have the same worry as people who are perhaps self-employed, making a living. However, while I've been sat here, I've seen two very big tractors full of harvest, products, bales and things going up, and the farmers seem to be doing very well this year. I think it's been a good year, and you can only grumble about so much, can't you? And I think the farmers are having a great time, and I'm glad, because we've had bad years for farming. Prosperity. Well, I think we're all feeling the same pinch, as it were. But the good thing is that a lot of people are going into the local shops using, I haven't been near a supermarket at all. And okay, that's not good for the supermarket, but I think, our village shop has been brilliant. And I believe they will deliver things if people need them. On the first day of this happening, I had 2 phone calls from people, 3, 2 neighbours and somebody else, saying, if you need any shopping, we'll do your shopping for you, which I thought was very kind. But I didn't really class myself in that age group that I needed my shopping doing. Plus the fact I was working very hard. I'm a funeral celebrant and I was very, very busy. So we didn't need to have our shopping done, but it was kind, very kind. I've noticed a great deal of kindness. People, I ring people at our chapel. I'm a Methodist. I ring people in the village, and people generally are very, very grateful that you've phoned, and because people undoubtedly are missing church and those things. I think Emily is quite a prosperous village in parts. I think there are other parts that aren't as prosperous, but it's like all villages, there's a bit of both.
Absolutely, thank you. It's interesting that you picked up on the farming community.
Yeah,
of course,
they're going past all day,
which is great. And obviously, it's been a good year in terms of crops and growing. I know you're keen on lots of agricultural type shows and the Yorkshire Show and visiting that. How do you see farming in general going? Is it doing well, or is it struggling? Are the supermarkets beating down the prices to such an extent that they're not making much profit for the very hard labour that they put in?
I don't know about the supermarkets, but what I do know is the farm shops, where the products, the meat, they vegetables, very good quality. And although I did say we use the local shop, we also go to 2 farm shops, which are just excellent. Yeah. So. We don't eat a big amount of meat, but you can guarantee the quality of it. You know, and they're very good. I think the farm shops just came at the right time.
Absolutely, yes.
And they've tried to be helpful and open and keen on, you know, only so many in the shop at once. And yeah, so I think the farms together with the farm shops are doing well.
That's good to know. And of course, there's not been the usual agricultural shows and all of that this year. So, you know, lots of the social aspect of farming is struggling. So I think there is a message there of do encourage farmers. If you know farmers, do phone them, email them, message them, just to kind of keep in touch with them, because it can be a lonely job if you're out at the early hours of the morning until the late hours at night, especially at this time of year. So they do need our encouragement and support. Excellent. Anything else you want to share about life in the village?
I've made a lot of friends, I would say. People walking past with children, you know, I've waved to them through the window, and then I had a message from somebody. Did I know what used to be where they live? And I said, yes, it was actually where I was born. Oh. There's been a lot of questions from people about Emly. And I think me and probably 3 or 4 others, we think we know everything about Emly for the last years. And we probably do know a lot, really. Thankfully, we remember and we know a lot. Yeah. Excellent.
So yes, that's good. So you've become kind of the Google of Emly. So maybe you need to build a website in this.
Well, there is one called Emly Past and Present, and she often sends me a message and said, Dianne, do you know what this is, or do you know where this is? And yeah.
Of course, that's part of the prosperity of any place, is recognising the wonderful history and the wonderful past that's made it the place it is today.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Dianne. That's been fascinating, looking at our farming community, looking at village life, looking at history of places. Thank you very much, Dianne, and we wish you well there in life in Emly. No doubt most of you who've driven up the M1 or along the M62 will know Emly from its TV mast, which is the kind of the welcome to Yorkshire sign, or welcome to West Yorkshire, certainly, anyway. So,
like you feel when you go up north and you see the Angel of the North. That's our Angel of West Yorkshire.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, maybe we build an angel around it. There we go. Well, thank you very much, Dianne. That's been fantastic. And until next time, goodbye.